Hey guys, welcome to Fox Soccer Live. I am Rachel Bonnetta, joined by U.S. Women's National Team star Christen Press. It is halftime of USA versus Costa Rica. It is 3-0 right now. What did you think of that first half?
I mean, that's a phenomenal result for our team.
Yeah.
I think, if you watch the first 10 minutes, you do not think we're going to be coming out halftime at 3-0. You can see the group's confidence growing with every goal, and that's the type of result we need to make it deep into this tournament.
What do you think that fans were feeling before this match? I feel like everyone was a little bit nervous because a lot is on the line tonight. I think we're in the clear now, but what did you think?
Oh, it's always stress. I feel like any time that we play, that the men play, the fans stress out. That's part of the gig. As a player, you just got to keep your calm because you're built for these moments. This environment is so awesome, so I'm sure they're just having a great time out there.
As a player, when you know that this much is on the line and you walk onto the pitch, do you kind of just forget about everything and you're like, whatever, this is just like every other game? Or do you feel that pressure a little bit? I know every player is different, but what about you?
For me, I always try to take a moment during the national anthem to just look around into the crowd and just it's unbelievable that these people are screaming for you when you're just doing what you love. And then as soon as the whistle blows, it's over. It's just you and the ball and you can't think about it. You don't want to know, how many people are watching, how many people care. It's just a game you love.
What is the relationship like with you guys, the women's national team, and the men out there? Like, a couple of you guys are here tonight to support these guys. I've seen them out in a couple of your matches before. Do you guys talk? Do you cheer each other on? What is that relationship like?
I think it's great. I have a good relationship with a few of the guys, the ones that I've met. There's not that much crossover. I keep telling U.S. Soccer I really want a big gala at the end of the year.
Oh, that would be
both
fun.
Teams and NWSL, MLS MVPs and stuff like that to come out so we can have a better relationship. But I always feel fully supported. I love when they play in Chicago. We're always here. Full support there.
Awesome. So talk to me about the last year that you've had, because I'm assuming that it was the craziest year that you've ever had in your life. How has it been different from before winning the World Cup?
It's a lot different. I think just walking around the
Just a
street,
little bit.
life is a little different.
Yeah.
Not too much, but especially when we're traveling with the national team, so many people care, so many people recognize us. It's a big change.
Yeah.
For me personally, it's been a lot of fun. It's sort of a moment to just realize what you did and how many people are watching when you play.
So crazy. And the
impact it
support
has.
that you guys got
Unbelievable.
was crazy.
Yeah, and you just see the little girls who you see it in their eyes, their heart eyes, that they're just dreaming to do what you're doing, and it validates you and it makes you feel like we really have a purpose more than just kicking the ball in the back of the net. We're really fighting for something greater for women and for girls.
Yeah. So you guys are preparing to go to the Olympics. I have a little bit of a difficult question for you. What to you is more important, an Olympic medal or the World Cup?
For me personally, it was always about the World Cup.
Okay.
As a player, as a soccer player, we play for the World Cup. That's what matters so much to us. I think that why the Olympics is so important to me is because of everybody else.
Yeah.
My friends, my family, they're going to be so proud if I come home with Olympic gold.
I can't even
all the
imagine.
girls that have won, their gold medal is so precious to them, and that's because their parents carry it around and talk about it. And at the end of the day, when you play for the people that you love, and I think that for all of them, the Olympics means so much.
Is this your very first Olympics?
It is. I was an alternate in 2012.
Okay, so how are you feeling right now? Are you nervous?
I try to take everything moment for moment, and when everyone talks about the Olympics, I'm like, I got to make that roster first, and then I'll be able to accept what it's like to play in such a big tournament. The same way I felt about the World Cup. I couldn't really enjoy it or experience it until I knew I was going to be there.
Yeah, until you guys were on that float in New York City holding the
Exactly,
thing.
until I looked down at my medal.
Oh my God,
I actually played in the World Cup.
that is so cool. How do you feel about the team going into the Olympics this summer?
I
feel like
great.
you guys are strong.
I feel like this is the best team that has ever played for our country. Honestly, I think we play the best brand of soccer. We're so much more sophisticated than we were a year ago. If you compare the team now to the team that won the World Cup, we're eons beyond them. And that's so great to know that.
That's impressive.
We won.
Yeah.
So, you have to get better every year, but I think that our acceleration was really big.
So you're feeling confident.
I'm feeling great. It's always hard to win a game, but soccer-wise, I feel like we're a great team.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to get to your guys' questions and comments. Kayla, do we have anything?
One person asked,
Salvador wants to know if U.S. should attack or defend in the second half.
Well, it's always a blend, Salvador. You gotta be smart, win this game no matter what, but when you have an opportunity to strike, strike.
I say attack, though. We already got 3 goals.
Go
Why
ahead.
not a couple more? crowd is here tonight. Well, I'm sure that you guys can hear it right now, but I was just in the American Outlaws section down there. You've been with those guys before. There's a little bit of beer in my hair right now. I'm a little bit stinky, but I would say this is a pretty good crowd.
It's awesome. It's fantastic out here. It's a beautiful soccer day. You know, the crowd's loving all these goals, as always.
Yeah. Do we have anything else? So I've actually never been to Chicago before. Do you like this city? Are you from here?
No, I'm from LA.
Oh, okay. So
It's
this
big
is a little
change
bit
for
of an
me. The
adjustment.
Midwest is something new.
I have a
but-
question. Have you experienced the winter yet?
No, and I never will.
Oh, okay.
And
I was going to say,
never,
best
ever
of luck
will.
to you. I'm from Canada. I know what cold is, and I've heard that Chicago is comparable. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen in this second half? More goals, stay the same?
You know, I'm hoping for a few more goals, cap off our confidence going to the next game. We got to get another W.
Yeah.
And I want to see us deep into this tournament.
Okay, one last question. Where is the best slice of deep dish pizza in Chicago? Have you experienced that yet?
Yeah, you know, I need to keep trying.
Okay, I've heard Lou Malnati's.
Okay, that's the most popular.
I think Gio something. We had deep dish last night at Giordano's.
That's better. So that has the toppings on top of the cheese.
Yes.
It's good
I
quality
don't think
pizza.
I could really move after I had it last night.
Well, that's what you had last night.
What?
That's what you had last night.
Oh yeah, that was the very first thing that we did was go and get deep dish pizza. Going to the Bean. Obviously, I have to take a selfie at the Bean.
I love the Bean. I go there every single time I have a friend in town. I was
Seriously?
there today. It was a
What
bad
do you do?
move.
You just like go and look at it,
Okay,
or
the Bean is different every time you go. It's
what does
like,
that mean?
Because it's like a reflection. It's like the spring bean, and you see all the blossoms. Winter bean, you see the snow.
I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
the art is the people. I love the Bean.
I'm a little disappointed in myself because I posted it on Instagram and I said, "Been there, done that." I was very disappointed. Do we have any other questions?
Someone just said go Red Stars.
Go Red
Go
Stars.
Red Stars.
So how are you liking?
lot of love.
How are you liking playing in Chicago? How is that team?
It's awesome. You
Yeah.
know, right now we're doing really well. We've got a lot of confidence. The NWSL, we have a long way to go, and just in terms of the professionalism of the club, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
But I'm really proud of my team for, you know, enduring all of that and making it to the top of the table. And, you know, we hope we can have a great season.
Do you find that after you won the World Cup, a lot of people are a lot of U.S. fans are now coming out to these games, and you're finding a lot more fans?
Yes and no. I think a lot of people don't even realize. Like, even today in the stands, everyone's like, what club team do you play for? And I'm like, I play for Chicago.
Okay, we are going to watch the first couple minutes of the game. Do you want to sit?
All right.
We're going to chat. Yeah, do we have any more questions? Okay, guys, the match is back on in FS1. I don't know who these are. Oh, I think that they might be coming. Hello, guys. We're just going to sit here for a little while. So this is a new thing that I just discovered. What?
How much do you miss your time at the buzzer?
How much do you miss your time at the buzzer?
I'm back, everyone, at the
I'm
buzzer.
back. That's amazing. That was from Janko? Amazing. So we were in the American Outlaw section, and I heard a chant that I've never heard in my entire life. People took off their shoes, and they said, if you love U.S., take off your shoes. And there was just a bunch of barefooted people holding their shoes in the crowd.
It was just one time they just said that.
I have never heard that before in my life. I've been to so many soccer games. Apparently it's a New England Revs thing. I don't know. Anyways, the game is back on FS1, Costa Rica versus USA. They are up 3-0. I'm really happy that the match has gone so far. I feel like even over in the crowd, people just like, there was just like a wave of like, okay, now we can cheer and have fun and
Totally.
drink beer.
After
And
that first goal,
throw
everyone
it.
went and got a beer.
do you have any crazy like fan stories from after you have won all of the things that you have won?
Well, actually, this probably isn't the craziest fan story, but today I was riding my bike from the Bean.
Oh my God.
And a girl who was in line to go to the planetarium or something
Yeah.
came sprinting after me. I could hear her flip-flops thudding. She was screaming my name, and I was like, do I stop? Do
Oh,
I turn back?
no.
And I biked as fast as I could home.
Well, that would be kind of scary, I would
Yeah,
think.
no, I was scared.
At least you got your morning workout.
Yeah, I got my
Thanks,
morning
thanks,
workout.
girlfriend.
I don't know which. I think it's for Kristen, but Mark Fusco cut your hair in Hartford and said thanks for the good tip. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't know who that's.
What happened?
I don't know.
Who cut whose hair?
I get a lot of random haircuts. Like, you know, if you have like someone that cuts your hair, like I get my hair cut around the world.
Oh,
People are
somebody
always
cut your
like,
hair.
Yeah, so she was like, oh, I cut your hair once.
No, that definitely was not me. That is.
And Maylee wants to know what you feel about Rio. I'm sure you're excited.
Yeah, how do you feel about Rio?
Super excited. I mean, the Olympics is hard. It's games are tighter, less teams get in, every game's going to be super hard. So, you know, it's going to be a great tournament.
What are I mean, you guys play on your own club teams, and then you get to see the girls when you play friendlies and when you have big tournaments like that. Obviously, you guys just went through something so huge. You won a flippin' World Cup together, and now you get to be reunited with all those girls and spend a lot of time with each other. What is your relationship like with all of those girls on the team?
The players on the national team. Oh, it's awesome. I mean, we live together 200 days out of the year.
That's insane.
I think it's hard to explain because, you know, the men, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Because our clubs are not as developed, we spend full time with the national team, living in a hotel with a roommate. I know them all so intimately. You wouldn't want to know the details of that. And
I think a lot of people actually would not want to know the details of that.
I'll keep those to myself. But I think it makes us like uniquely close in a way that it's hard to describe.
And it probably helps your performance on the team too, is like how close you guys are.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would assume.
I mean, I think that so much of the stuff that goes on outside of the field really does affect how you play and like knowing each other as teammates.
Yeah. How do you feel about head coach Jill Ellis? What's your relationship like with her?
She's been great. I think that she's really transformed our team. I think that moving from like a typical American style soccer team where, you know, you win the ball, you win the physical battle, you launch diagonals and you're faster than the defenders, to transition into a team that tries to play through their midfield is really hard to do, especially when your team wins.
Yeah.
So I always thought when I joined the national team, we have the biggest challenge of our lives to try to transition to a better style play. And she has slowly introduced a more sophisticated style and allowed our players to adjust while continuing to win.
Yeah.
It's almost an impossible task, but I think she's done really well with it.
That is awesome. Would you say that going to the Olympics is like second to going to the World Cup?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I think that, you know, most of the team would say that the World Cup and the Olympics, they're just like 1 and 2.
Oh, that was a handball. Oh, if they didn't see that handball, they are so lucky. So DeAndre Edlin may have touched the ball a little bit. Do we have any more questions? Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up. Thank you for hanging out with us, Christen Press. We're going to go watch the rest of this game. I'm going to go try and get the beer out of my hair. Adios, guys. Bye.
Bye.